So there are some names that can be quite confusing. Firstly, we've got DISTRONIC. DISTRONIC is Mercedes' name for cruise control. DISTRONIC Plus is their name for adaptive or radar cruise control. And then you've got SPEEDTRONIC, and SPEEDTRONIC is a speed limiting system. Cruise control is all controlled by this stalk over here. And if you want to engage cruise control at your current speed, you can either pull this down or you can push it up. And it'll be verified because inside your gauge cluster here, you can see DISTRONIC Plus and you can see the speed that it's been set to as well. To disengage cruise control, there are two ways to do it. You can either put your foot on the brake and it will say DISTRONIC Plus off, or if I re-engage it again, the other way to disengage it is to push the stalk forward, away from you. So I'm going to push it forward and you can see now it's off again. If you've disengaged cruise control, but you want to resume the speed that you had previously set, what you can do is you can pull the lever towards you, and now it's going to go back to the speed that I had previously set. If you go into your gauge cluster, you can go down to the menu here, and the option is called Assistance Graphic. If you press that, it will show you that it's detected the car in front of you. If you want to change the following distance between your car and the car in front of you, you can see the end of the stalk here. If I re-engage cruise control, I can now twist this end of the stalk, and you'll see inside here, see that orange bar, that amber bar? Well, if I rotate this, you can see it will change the distance. So right now it's quite far away, and I can bring it closer, and that way it'll allow me to drive closer to the car in front of me. Now that there is actually, this distance is dependent on the speed you're going. So obviously if you're going slower, if you're in traffic, then the speeds, the following distance will change as well. Now if I want to increase the speed that I've set for my cruise control, if I move the lever up a little bit, it'll go in 1 kilometer an hour increments. And if I want to lower it, I can also do that as well. And if I want to go in 10 kilometer increments, I could push the stick even harder and it will go even higher. Now as you can see right now, we are stopped, and you're probably wondering how come I'm changing my cruise control speed while we are stopped. And that's because I've got also a feature called Stop and Go Pilot, and that allows you to drive with your radar cruise below 30 or so kilometers an hour. So you might have DISTRONIC Plus, but it might not have Stop and Go Pilot. So it's only going to work till a certain speed, and then it can't go any slower than that. Now if you come to a full stop, it will move automatically by itself if you're stopped for a short period of time, maybe a couple of seconds. But if you've stopped for a longer period of time, say a minute or longer than 5 or so seconds, you'll have to push the accelerator to go forward again, or you'll have to push the pull the lever back towards you to continue again. You can also see here there's a little steering wheel icon that's grey, and that's because I've got an option called steering assist or active steering assist. And I've got a button down here which if I press it, it turns it off, and I can press it again and it's now going to turn it back on. Now if I push the accelerator, you're going to see it's going to resume cruise control and follow the traffic. Now when that goes green, like it has now, it means it's detected, using the camera up here, it's detected the car in front of me, and it will steer by following the car in front of me as well. So you can see I'm fully hands-free and feet-free, and it will drive in traffic like this totally fine. The steering assist in this is pretty good for its time, but it's not a fully autonomous driving system. So if you're going around sharper corners, of course, it's not going to work. It only can handle gentle turns and that sort of thing. Now, if you're driving with steering assist above 30 kilometers an hour, it will ask you every now and then, and it's quite a decent time, 15 or so seconds, it will ask you to move the steering wheel just to show that you're still alert and conscious. Now, you can see that little short drive just now, I didn't need to touch anything. If you're driving below 30 kilometers an hour, it will not need any input from you to move the steering wheel to let it know that you're still alert and aware of your driving. But on a longer stretch, above 30 kilometers an hour, yes, you will need to manually or physically move the steering wheel a little bit just so it knows. Now when you set your cruise control speed, you can see it'll temporarily show it there in the gauge cluster, but after a while that speed's going to go away. You'll also see there on the gauge cluster it will light up next to the corresponding speed that you've selected, and those lights will show the distance between your current speed and your set speed. So I've set 65 kilometers an hour, so that's why it's showing those two bars there as well. And on the head-up display, if you have one equipped, it will always show you your set speed and your current speed as well. Now for DISTRONIC Plus, again, there is a long-range radar that sits behind the badge in the front of the car, so that needs to be working properly for this to work. And also up here, you can't see from here, but behind this panel here is the camera, and the camera is used for picking up the car in front of you, as well as reading the lane markings on the side as well. And lastly, at the very end of this stalk here, we've got a little button, and if you press that, it goes from DISTRONIC mode to SPEEDTRONIC mode, and you can see that light over there lights up. And then now over here, you can see if I move my lever up, I can now select my particular speed limit that the car won't go over. So I won't go over 80 kilometers an hour. Now, of course, in an emergency, if you do push the accelerator pedal a lot harder, it will let you go through that, but obviously there's a bit of extra effort required to go just that little bit faster. So that's how you use the cruise control system in Mercedes-Benz. Hopefully this video has been helpful in understanding how it works and defining some of the confusing words which Mercedes uses. But otherwise, if you found it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more great Mercedes and other car content as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.